Here are the top posts from AMA on the 12th of November 2019.
Juniper GD. I am a female high school student who makes gaming YouTube videos as my job. 94,000 subscribers. Armor.
GD Dragon Nexus. What's the weirdest level request you've ever gotten on stream?
SonixL44. What is your favorite game? Nintendo Jock. How old are you?
Papa Jenkins Real. I'm a high school failure from a low-income household working towards getting a computer science degree. Ask me anything.
Free97. Why failure? Also, where are you from? Having a low income is a problem to get the degree? RPFFLGT. What's the strangest thing you've encountered so far in college?
YP Killcar. What part of CS are you interested in? Web dev, ML, data science. What's your dream job? Company or startup? Note: high school doesn't mean shit in this major. You work hard and you code and you get good. If you can solve a problem better than a high school topper, you're golden. Good luck.
Long Throw 47. I'm an alcoholic. I'm a mess. I hope I've had my last drink. Armor. Musing bureaucrat. I've worked with people that have gone through what you're describing. It is imperative that you understand that what you are going through is nothing less than an addiction, and you cannot and should not expect to beat it by yourself. I know you don't want to hear that. I know that you want to handle your own problems, and if you try, you will fail, and will have dug an even deeper hole that you will have to climb out of. If you're serious about kicking your alcoholism once and for all, you need to acknowledge that you are an addict, and that you need your family's support. Perhaps the most important thing to understand about addiction is that the principal thing that drives it is shame. You yourself said that everyone looking from the outside in thinks that you live this great life. But it's a charade. You conceal your alcoholism from others and make excuses about your behavior because you are horrified by the thought that someone might discover what you really are. Make no mistake, what you are is human. And half the battle of fighting an addiction is taking away the power that shame has over you. Here's how it works. 1. You began with some sort of trigger. Maybe it's stress from work. Maybe it's problems at home. Maybe it's something completely different altogether, in your case, the death of your wife. Regardless, at some point you chose to handle your problem by turning to a substance that helps you forget just for a moment about all your troubles. You start drinking, and suddenly your bloodstream is laced with alcohol. Yes, but also serotonin, dopamine, and all the other hormones that make you feel warm and fuzzy for a short time. But here's the thing, it doesn't last, and soon you feel even emptier than before, and may suffer other negative side effects like a hangover. 2. Despite whatever negative consequences you may have experienced, you can't help but recall the positive feelings you had under the influence. Eventually, you become dependent on the quick fix, because lasting change takes a great deal of time and effort. But booze are instant and readily accessible. It also doesn't help that one way to numb the negative effects of a hangover is to keep drinking. But, as you know well, there is a cost. It's the time and resources you take away from your family and responsibilities, the diminished capacity to perform and produce, and the physical toll that drinking begins to take on your body. But you need that dopamine fix, so you continue drinking. 3. Before you know it, the drinking has taken a noticeable toll on your quality of life. It's hurt your marriage. It's eating away at the relationships you have with your children. It may be jeopardizing your work, and this causes you shame. You feel compelled to rationalize and minimize your behavior, making excuses and performing amazing feats of mental gymnastics to convince yourself that you don't really have a problem, monsieur, you're in denial. It isn't long before you find yourself needing to make these excuses and cover up or explain away your behaviors to others. They see you, or, more accurately, you think they see you, from the outside as having a wonderful life, while you know that beneath that thin veneer is a hollow, rotting core that is growing increasingly unstable. 4. Because you feel shame, and because the people in your life don't know the real you, you begin to feel isolated. You are alone, and you feel terrible about yourself because you can't live up to the expectations of your friends, your colleagues, your family, and yourself. You fall into anxiety that people might find out, and depression. You're emotionally vulnerable, and you know that there's only one easy way to make all of those negative emotions go away, if only for a fleeting moment of inebriated bliss. At this point, you have lost control. You are compelled to drink, even if your rational self is screaming for you to put down the bottle. And so the cycle continues, getting worse and worse as time goes by. You have to justify more behaviors. You feel more shame and isolation than ever. Your anxiety and depression worsen. And just like that, you fall deeper and deeper into the clutches of alcoholism, monsieur. You don't have to live like this. But the cycle of addiction must be broken in order for you to escape. And that can only happen if you are willing to admit that you have a problem, and involve your whole family in the recovery process. Remember, it is shame that gives an addiction power, and your actions have already involved your family, whether you want to acknowledge the fact or not. But also know that you are human, that you are worthy of retaking control over your life, and that the single best thing that you can do for yourself and your family is face this thing head on. You need to discover what your triggers are, develop strategies for avoiding them, get the alcohol out of your house, and develop a plan with your family to offer support when you feel weak. You may feel strength now, but that will ebb and flow as the days, weeks, months and years pass. You need a support system, monsieur. I strongly urge you to consider seeking counseling for this issue. Good luck.
Frege 100. This is absurdly dark and true. I, myself, need someone or something to keep me on track. I know you shouldn't depend on anyone's, but they just don't know until you know. Shit's dark, shit's rough, shit's not easy. Shit, you're not alone. Oncoming fist raised fist.
CJ 1295. Have you gone to the doctors to get your kidneys and liver checked? Rarete 1. I live in Israel and we are getting bombarded right now. AMA.
Melaine. Is it the first time it's so close to your home? Aren't you worried? Did you take any security measures? Concrete dig out. Follow the money. No questions. Just hope you stay safe. Also, I hope one day Israelis and Palestinians can live together peacefully. The conflict and its costs are heartbreaking.
Logic signal. Whom do you blame for this? What could their reasons be?
Call me Pinocchio. I will get offended by anything you ask me, and explain to you why it's offensive. AMA. The sun is freezing. How did your mum give birth to such a wonderful, beautiful, joyful and amazing human?
Watery jizz. Is your name Karen?
Cross Junior UK. Why did you ask this question? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.